Hello, you beautiful people. Welcome to the channel. It's Rad, and in this video, you can watch the forecast for your star sign for the week July 28th to August 3rd, 2025. And if you are considering having a personal reading with me, you can have one by going to my website, which link you can find in the description down below, also seeing it into your screen right now. And there at the very front page, you can find full list of my services and as well their pricing. So other than that, let's go right away to your forecast. This reading is for Libra Sun, Libra Moon, and also Libra Rising. And if it happens that you're born under the Libra sign, then you can take from the reading how your undertakings are going to develop through the week. Also, what kind of advantages as well, problems you are going to face through the week. And in general, everything material that is going to take place through the week. While if your moon is in Libra, then you can take from the reading how you're going to feel dealing with all the material stuff going through your week. And if your rising sign is Libra, then you can take that reading as a guidance. What is the best way to handle these material stuff around? That way, listening to all three of your signs should give you a pretty good idea what week is ahead of you. And the first card, which represents the environment of your week, the topic itself, that will be 10 of Swords, followed by the second card, which stands for what is going to work against you. We do have a Knight of Pentacles, followed by the third one, which is what works in your favor. That will be 6 of Swords. And the final card for you, Libra, which is how the week is going to wrap up for you, we have the Strength card. So, I don't know the exact word in English. I know it in Bulgarian because I am native Bulgarian here. Okay, so I'm going to start like this. Your business and work are gonna go just fine, as well as your social circle, your intimate life as well are gonna go fairly normal, aside from that one person who will just not gonna back away. And I can't guarantee, but I do believe that we're talking about here a romantic advances that you will not want to put up with. And in this week, having the 10 of Swords, a first card, as a environment, it speaks that this individual, who is the second card of the spread, I'm going to get into it in a minute, but this individual is not going to understand anything less but a very radical actions or a very radical, speech, words from your behalf. And even then, they may not back away, at least for the duration of the week. But it's going to be important here to be irrevocable when it comes to choices, when it comes to decisions, especially them addressing that person, that colleague at work, for example, or it could be someone new in your social circle. I do believe that that is going to be the case. In their advances are going to be with, showering you with kind of gifts. They don't have to be very expensive ones. For example, they may snatch a flower from some kind of a garden around from a park and try to gift it to you in front of a crowd, demonstrating closeness, gestures and approaches that are only going to put you in a situation that if you don't act drastically, right, if you don't act extreme, you will do anything but validating this closeness that they are trying to demonstrate in the crowd. And that may be, a stalker. I'm sorry. So that may be a stalker that it is kind of like glued to you and to your life for a very long time. And if that's the case, I have a good news for you here, Libra, that this is going to be the very last week that they are going to put up with it, because at least for the look of the cards, two things are going to happen that are going to basically sever the connection of this stalker with your life. And we are approaching that person which is going to work against you, probably the stalker itself. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the accompanied card. It is the King of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, their firm belief is that there is unfinished business in between you two. Okay, how can I put it into words? That if they are indomitable, if they do not back down, you eventually are gonna cave in under their kindness. The good thing is that this is not a aggressive person, and they make their intention very well known. Another thing it is that they do have a lot to give. Probably they're very well materially, so they do have money to spend, they do have as well time to spend. And the freakish thing here, at least according to these cards, it is that that person has a plan. They think that they have cracked your code, and they have a step-by-step how they are going to win your heart or your devotion, okay, or your attention, and so on and so forth. And so now they're sparing any resources in order to do that, which is also a mistake of their behalf. And the worst here with that King of Pentacles, it is that they are infesting and polluting your social circle. And throughout the week, you may hear more often than not, friends of yours, mutual acquaintances, vouching for them, saying to you, you know, why should you not give that person a try? They deserve it. Look how kind they are. I wish I had someone to kind of like address me like that, like they're addressing you. But they are not in your shoes, right? I mean, if you don't feel it, you don't feel it. So it will be an agony even if you consider trying them out. And just to warn you here, if you do consider that, it will be even harder, 10 times, 100 times harder to get away from them after that, after you decide that, you know what, it's not gonna work out. So what is going to work in your favor here? It is a Six of Swords type of card, and that is the ability to step away from your social circle, okay, and find, so to speak, a new one. And that is a choice that you have to make. That is what can work in your favor, but you may choose to pretty much ignore it or not keep up with it, and so on and so forth. And while it will be a bit scary to do that, you know, to step away from your social circle, this threshold that you're going to cross once you do that, if you do decide to do that, is going to do two things. First, is going to make a clean break with the past for you, meaning that this stalker will have nothing to cling on in order to maintain communication and connection with you, because they aren't bruising, okay? They take every chance they got to interact with you in any way, but they are not going to be you know, slinking at 3 a.m. in the morning around your house. It's just, they just want your attention whenever they can have it, but they are not going to bother you if they don't have not just only the arguments, but the predispositions to do that. And the other thing that Six of Swords is going to do for you is, I don't know how exactly, but it's going to get you one step closer to some kind of a wish or a dream of yours. So you can take from this reading, which is a circumstantial interpretation, if you will, that for some reason your current social circle is an obstacle to fulfill a wish or a dream of yours. But either way, by the end of the week, with this Strength card, whether you decide to get away from your social circle or not, you will have a stance, adopted stance, that will be exactly right in order to repel any kind of attempts from that person. from this Knight of Pentacles, and this is gonna open up your life in a way that from there on moving forward, now you're going to have an enthusiasm to chase some kind of a long-term goals, because up until this point, you know, your mind for however much had been occupied with the attempts of that woman or that guy, and now you're not going to have that occupation, and therefore you will be open for a new ideas and new dreams to chase. And so with that said, Libra, that was your weekly reading. Hopefully you do enjoyed it and you do liked it, and if you did, you can subscribe to the channel, leave a like, comment on the video as well if you feel the need to do so, and if you think that this video can help someone you know, you can share it with them as well. Other than that, hopefully we're going to see each other next time. Until then, bye.